right? So, and then you're always gonna go, okay, this, then you're always gonna go to Texas State, VI Management. Right here is where you're going to go to bill transactions. And on the old system, we just create a bill file, download it, and do all this stuff. Now, we creating bill file, but we don't have to download it. It automatically goes to Centricity. What we need to create is create a bill file and then create a job schedule. That way it can run by itself every night.
Brown, we could skip Brownsboro, right? Because we haven't done anything for them.
Correct. So what we're gonna do is, and y'all gotta make sure, right now we still got some columns missing such as the district name. So as you go, make sure you put a check mark and put the transaction, the process ID number, so you know the 177 is Arlington, you know. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna create bill transaction. Bill transaction and say, let's go and pick, I'm gonna do Houston, so y'all don't have to worry about Houston, right? So it's an alphabetical order. I'll select my district, select all, select all.
So we're unable to select all until it populates, right?
Correct. And the bigger the district is, the little bit longer it will take. Right here, you select all, but you're gonna uncheck three of those, which is transportation, transportation group, and individual. And it's just because we haven't really built, we haven't really processed. So you check those three, and you are going to do,
Yesterday you unchecked that entry date, but I
and we
don't
did
know
a
if,
date of service.
yeah, I don't know if that was because of that specific district or what.
Yes. So when you get here, you're gonna say entry start date.
Okay, so we leave use entry date check.
It's only for special districts, we're doing it by date of service. Right now, we're gonna go ahead, the entry day, we're gonna go ahead and pick 8/1 to the entry, end date will be today's date. And my grace period will be same as before, 3 days. And really, if you wanna go ahead and go before 8/1, you can, just to make sure we're not missing anything. I can go back to May 1, but we haven't really used the system, but if you do, say June 1st to today, my 3 days, sorry. Once you do that, you go ahead and click save. Did I click it? I don't know. That's doing it. Okay, now it says creating bill transaction record, please wait. After it's created, automatically it's gonna kick you out. So just make sure that you don't have to create this for this week, Houston.
And we're gonna have it scheduled the day, right, Carla?
So
Okay.
right now you're creating the bill file. The second step is creating the schedule, so you don't have to do the creative bill file every day. We're gonna do two, we need to do it today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Shit, it's gonna be crazy, cause we're gonna have to do it as many as we can today. And then do, hopefully we be done by half of the day tomorrow and then start pulling. Because on Friday, we wanna start creating the ones for next week. If we don't get to create it for next Friday, that's fine, but we need to make sure everybody get at least something. So we're gonna have to check on Centricity that everybody gets some. And if we don't get to create the next schedule, we do it on Monday, but we will do it on Monday for the next 2 weeks. So you don't have to do anything but check Centricity for the next 2 weeks. So this one, If you wanna put it right there, the ones we created today. So bill file, put the dates,
Right
say
here?
bill file, bill file, entry dates. Yeah, entry will be, you can do 6/1 through today's date. Today,
What's
11, yeah, well, if you're doing it
11,
tomorrow,
1 and 2?
uh-huh, and then 3 days, grace. And then put on underneath that, a schedule. And you're gonna select, and I'll show you right now, schedule will be 10/31 through November 4. That's what we do in between today and tomorrow, okay? So once you create your bill file, you're gonna go all the way to the last page. And the last page, I know I created because you got my email here. What you're gonna go ahead and do, just make sure you say Houston, file 192, so you know you did it. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do, you can view it here, but what you need to do is click on the second folder where it says add schedule.
Okay.
Once you click in there, this is where you're gonna say, okay, that's where you're gonna tell the system, I wanna run it this day, every day at this time for this long. So right here, I'm gonna have Houston, the start date, I wanted to do it on the past because it's easier. I'm gonna do it on the 31st. And the end date, I wanted to do it until this Friday, every day. And we always gonna pick times after 4 or 5 o'clock. This one, I'm gonna pick 2300 just because it's Houston, is pretty big.
Okay.
Once I do that, I'll just say updated schedule. Okay. Once you do that, and you go back to the 192, since we want it right now, because the way we move it, instead of waiting for tonight to run, I wanna go ahead and double click on this, and we're gonna have to run it today. But we're just doing it this time, between today and tomorrow. When you create the new schedule for the next 2 weeks, you don't have to click that because automatically it's gonna do it at night. But right now, what I wanna do is pull those bill files and get the money in, right? So once you double click on the number, it's gonna show the bill transaction schedule in the first folder. If you hover over, it's gonna tell you run now. I just wanna go ahead and run it now.
What district did you do? Oh,
Houston. So that was gonna take a while. So I don't wanna wait. I'm just gonna keep creating my new file. I'll go back to create bill file for my next district. Click run now. How do I know once it's done? You can go back and kind of double click, like I said, I created one yesterday, right? I wanna know if it got done. I double click on this. And it's gonna show me the executed details. If I open, you will see all the information about that bill file. The grace period was 3. The entry dates, you see over here, it tells me I've got 33 CH records, and this is the billing units. But right now, I'm not even worried about it. As long as we have something, I'm fine. We can keep the track later on. The only thing that if you pull a file, let me see if I can see one.
Remember, you sent an email about 4 bands, so whoever is doing 4 bands.
Oh yeah, for band, don't do personal care individual. But if I double click on one of these transactions and it's nothing on executed details, that means it was nothing to be pulled. Like right now, I can tell you since Houston, I just did it, it's probably gonna take a while before it's anything on the bottom. You see? So I'll go back and check later on.
You
So
have to
then-
do it for the special districts, either like Brownsville, San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
Don't do it
yeah,
for-
only for the older ones.
Okay, so what about the special district?
Yeah.
So this is what we need to do, like,
I think you could do it, you could do it for Lamar and Pasadena. Those are the only 2 that you can't do it for.
yeah. I really think that, if Sandy comes back tomorrow, I think you might have to just help us with the student upload, and she can do this. That way, or vice versa, y'all can take turns because we cannot stop doing either or, right? But I don't, Charlene said, well, we need more people. I said, no, why don't you schedule this week? It might be a little bit crazy, but Javier is gonna be helping us now. So it might be a little bit crazy until we get this schedule done. But once we create the one, if we have chance to do it on Friday, we start Friday, but if not, we can start on Monday. That will be the dates. You will pick the bill file entry still will be 6/1 to today's date, whatever today's date will be, 3 days period. But when you create your schedule, when you set out a schedule, you will select from November the 6th through November the 18th. And when you do that, you don't have to click run now because you assume that it's gonna be run at night on the 6th. So for instance, if we don't have chance to do it on Friday and we do it on Monday, as long as we create those bill files and the schedule work on Monday, whenever the time we say we're gonna start creating bill files at 5 o'clock, the system automatically is gonna start creating them, so we don't have to do the run now. And then on Tuesday, you just go into Centricity to make sure that they're there. If they're not there, then you gotta let us know right away, just to make sure that they didn't get stuck somewhere on the pipeline, like Michael said. You want me to go over another district again? Okay. Oh, bill transaction. Create a bill file. Let me do Apple Spring. No, I think we did Apple Spring yesterday, right? Okay, let's go and do White Settlement. Is that a special district?
No.
Okay, so White Settlement, all campuses, all providers,
Select
all students, all service.
3.
We'll check those 3. You can enter the date I use. Today's date, 3 days period. You good? Save. Then I go back to my bill transaction, my last page. Oh, yes, I'm already there. This is 193. And I'm gonna click on the second folder for our schedule. And then, White Settlement.
We froze over here.
You froze over there. Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going too quick.
Okay. So White Settlement. Let's go start since last Monday. And we went into this Friday. And let's go and pick White Settlement. Let's go and pick 4 o'clock. That's a little file. Update. C. And let me go ahead and double click on it. Let's go and run it now. Even though I can wait till 4 o'clock, but let's go and run it now. Just because we want the money. That's it. I can go back to Houston and see if anything has been created. I can tell you probably not because it's huge. But then we can just go back in a little bit and see if it's anything.
So eventually we don't have to put those numbers because the districts will eventually be there.
Correct.
Okay.
Eventually the process ID is still be there because it's like the file number.
Mhm.